So now let's see what we have here today. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we have here today. Because we're going to run down much of the psychology bullshit. We see Russia election, Vladimir Putin, you know what I'm saying, unsurprisingly, wins with 87.8% of the votes, exit poll shows. Hooray for Putin. Because they need Putin over there right about now. You don't need no punk in there. Russia needs a hard nose, you know what I'm saying, like him. You know what I'm saying? We see bars, I guess bar was shut down to avoid serving Donald Trump supporters during the RNC. That's good for them motherfuckers. They boycott them bitches and don't fucking buy nothing from them even when they open back up because they don't care about you. They're running along with the demon Democrats in non-cynical nonsense that's going to get this country screwed up altogether. And if you don't think so, keep on laughing. Same as they did with the German War, the Vietnam War, and every other war. Have you done your research on the Vietnam War? Have you truly looked in to see whether or not Ho Chi Minh and them was communists? Or were they fighting for a socialist way of life? Okay. Trump calls for Liz the nut gut fucking Cheney crooked ass just like her father, who helped Bush knock down the World Trade Center and send this country into war. Spending up all the American people money on war. And now hot dick nutcase South is up there talking stupid shit. He calls for Liz Cheney and the entire January 6th committee to be jailed. And I do too. Along with Nancy Pelosi, Bush, Obama, Biden and his kids, and all the rest of them motherfuckers put together in the deep state. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. Y'all full of shit. Y'all full of shit. Get out of my face. You're full of shit. Oh, yes, you are. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you are. And I agree right along with Trump with it. Because you know what? I got some fucking sense. And I'm going to use it. You know what I'm saying? But we see this one that's coming in by my man Joe. You know. I guess his name is DiPaolo or whatever. 6 hours ago. This came in on him. Coming off the media. You know what I'm saying? With a little red circle and a white M in the middle. You know what I'm saying? But we see here where excuse me, where Trump is sinus is acting up. Trump, we see where Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, is directly calling for the imprisonment of 9 of his political opponents, you know what I'm saying, including, you know what I'm saying, the nutcase Liz the nut gut fucking Cheney. You know what I'm saying? She need to be in prison. She do. Along with Hillary Clinton too. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the Clintons and the garbage they did in the white in the Indian land and the white water scandal and all types of other scandals that we could go into, you know what I'm saying, and even finding her semen on that little girl or her fluids on the little girl. In a post on his True Social platform Saturday, Trump shared an article from the far-right writer John Solomon, you know what I'm saying, which alleged that the January 6th committee withheld crucial evidence in its probe. But exactly, that's what I said. I even said that a while ago. That the January 6th setup, you could see, because when the whole shit went down, right? You saw Nancy Pelosi in a dark room, sort of, and she was telling, no, you're not going to go in. She was choosing people, and she organizing shit real quick and speeding it down the line, and, you know, and all that trickery garbage. But then when the committee was put together, we noticed there were no Republicans really up there talking about. it was lopsided to begin with. So we know there was a con there in its first place. You know what I'm saying? But we see John Solomon, which alleged that the January 6th committee withheld crucial evidence in the probe by not releasing the testimony of the Secret Service agent who drove Trump limo on January 6th. I told you the Luciferian Baphomet 6 feet deep, 6 feet apart. You know what I'm saying? The driver nobly disturbed, what? Nobly disturbed the, no, he nobly, not disturbed. Let me move that off because of my thing. Yeah, come on, man. Gotta stop doing that. But he's saying he nobly disputed the account of the White House, the former White House staffer Cassidy Hutchinson, another fucking lying motherfucker, who claimed deep state as well, who claimed Trump tried to grab the steering wheel, from in the back of a limo. How far back was he in this car? To where he tried to grab the steering wheel. Mm-hmm. And how come they didn't have an accident? Steering wheel of the limo. Of the limo, okay. In efforts to redirect to the Capitol. Why was he not supposed to go to the Capitol? What was the threat on Trump going to the Capitol? Isn't it people out there would have protected him because they were attacking the White House, Trump's supporters? So what would they have did to Trump if Trump went there? Y'all probably would have assassinated him, probably. Okay, let's move on. With your lying fucking ass. In his just released testimony, the Secret Service agent said, I did not see Trump reach. He, of course, why the hell would he do that? He never grabbed the steering wheel. He didn't see him, He did not see him, lunge to try to get into the front seat at all. What stood out was the irritation in his voice more than his physical presence. That's what actually happened. That's what happened. He was mad because they were diverting him away from the White House. He couldn't go there to address his so-called supporters because he was a baby and y'all had to baby him and keep him away from the crib, The January 6th, Baphomet 6, Luciferian 6, 6 feet deep, 6 feet apart committee, had an agreement with the Secret Service to avoid disclosure privacy information for official use by only information intelligence and law enforcement. Now, what better way to cover some shit up? I don't know. That's the best one there, isn't it? You fucking lying ass. You knew full well that was the information, sensitive records, and raw intelligent information from 12 interviews it conducted. Why would you do that? What was the hide? The Capitol was supposed to have just got attacked by the Trump supporters. So what was you hiding? Why would you say in your investigation, right, that the January 6th Baphomet Luciferian Deep State 6 motherfuckers had an agreement with the Secret Service to avoid disclosing private information? What's private about it? Still waiting for official use only information. So why did you have a committee in the first place is what we're asking. Why did you accuse Trump of anything? We're asking. You know what I'm saying? Why did you even bring it up at all? is talking about a committee, and that Nancy Pelosi done choose the committee, and not Jim Jordan, not Ron Paul. I mean, something is deadly wrong here, and y'all need to wake up. You could clearly see the bullshit. Let's read it again. Now pay attention. The January 6th Baphomet Medical Luciferian motherfucking January 6th committee had an agreement. They made this agreement before they did what they did. Had an agreement with the Secret Service, the FBI probably, the CIA, Secret Service. Which one? You had an agreement, right? To avoid disclosing private information for official use only information, intelligence, and law enforcement, sensitive records, and raw intelligence information from 12 interviews it conducted. However, some on the right have argued the real reason the interview with the unnamed driver never saw the light of day is because it was, contradicting Hutchison's testimony. Yeah, right. Yeah, if you believe that piece of shit, yeah, he was contradicting it, all right. You see, so your asses don't get the truth. You know what I'm saying? But we see where the president, Donald J. Trump, not only does not buy the committee explanation, he thinks Cheney and its 8 other numbers should be thrown in jail. And Cheney should not have been, Liz Cheney, as a Republican, should have not been chosen at all. She should have not been on that committee. She should have not been on that committee. I'm sorry to say it, but she shouldn't have been there. I don't know how she got up there, but she should not have been there because her father did the same exact thing when Bush knocked down the World fucking Trade Center. And it'll take whatever of the mother to come out the cosmetical sky and tell me that that's not true. He orchestrated that. Let's just be honest. He orchestrated that to send us to get the money from Congress and the different people, him and Tony Blair over there in the parliament, to get the money to go into Afghanistan and kill off the fucking people. This is why the man threw the shoes as it has. You know what I'm saying? Killing, and then went over there and killed the common people. They didn't kill with their so-called governmental enemy people who up there in charge. They were killing the common regular people. Okay, causing their life to go into complete peril. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. You know, she and Trump go on to say, you know what I'm saying? She should go to jail. Yes, she should, just like her father should have went to jail. You know, Dick motherfucking Cheney. Dick Head Cheney. PhD, player-hating motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? A player-hater dickhead. She should go to jail along with the rest of the unselected committee Trump ruled. And he is right. Because what we just saw went on. Even coming up to the 2020 election and the punching of Republican people and fighting with them and all this bullshit you usually do what you did back in the days in the slavery days, but you use a Ku Klux Klan instead. You know what I'm saying? You know, back then it was all right to use the ingrown terrorist group by the Demon Democrats and allow them to go killing white people, black people, and everybody else. Oh yeah. It's the same thing they're doing during the 2020 election leading up to even today. Not just the past, today. All right. So we need to wake up here, people. We need to wake up. We see Donald Trump gives a free pass. We know about that. We see Trump's predict the end of the U.S. democracy if 2024, the end of the, yeah, because that's what they're going to do to you. Didn't just this clown clock nut motherfucker y'all call Biden just told you this is a new world order? Or did you miss that? Did you miss that speech he gave when he was addressing some kind of press conference or whatever? Or did you just miss it or ignore it? See, because many people are suicidal. Let's just be honest. They're literally suicidal. You know, but Trump predicted the end of the U.S. democracy if he loses the 2024. Yes, he is. Because the simple fact that the demon Democrats and creep Joe Biden is constantly calling this democracy, democracy, demon mockery, whatever democracy, stuff they're talking about. But they're not doing that. They're using that as a way of fucking up the world. Talking about they're going around the world spreading democracy, demon mockery. Same thing Netanyahu was doing in the Gaza Strip to the Palestinian people, and in Sudan and Ethiopia, and all over certain parts, probably even Congo and Africa as a whole. If you look at where Ethiopia and Sudan is located on the map, and look at where the Gaza Strip with Netanyahu invading ass into Egypt, bullshit. While he murdering and killing the people. This is coming by Tim 21 hours ago. You know what I'm saying? And we got some old news we're going to catch up on as well. You know what I'm saying? But we see here where Donald Trump said on Saturday, if he does not win November primary election, it will mean the likely end of an American economy. Yes, it is. I'm telling you. Why do you think they're making these robots and all this different shit? Talking about killer robots that are going to kill people and all kinds of stuff. Because if they lose or anything goes the wrong way, they're going to enslave your ass. When Trump in there, that's not going to happen because he's going to stop a lot of that shit. So they're going to try to probably kill him. But at the same time, when we look at it, because that's what they do, that nonsensical, bloodthirsty nonsense. But at the same time, if he loses, you still going to go down the road with the end of democracy. What you're going to be in is a democracy of dictatorship, and then you're going to get enslaved eventually. Okay? Because they are bent and controlling your mind, and they're doing a very good job, ain't they? The Republican presidential candidate, okay, speaks to supporters in Ohio, made a claim after repeating his baseless assertion that the 2020 election, no, it's not baseless and it's not an assertion. It is exactly what happened. This is why you created Black Lives Matter, to wreck every city and every town in the United States. That's why they weren't at the White House. Because they had done their job all across America and the cities and the states and all it is, but they ain't gonna let no nigga come up there and tell the White House. But at the same time, their job was done. And the FBI agents, the CIA, and the Secret Service and all the rest of them motherfuckers climb up together in order to create a scenario that they were Trump supporters rushing the White House. You know what I'm saying? They mixed in with the crowd. If they didn't mix in with the crowd, then they had their own crowd on one side and another crowd on the Trump, and they were tearing it up. They mixed into the crowd and they caused the riot to go out of control. They caused it to become a riot, not a protest, out of control. And then you try to censor Trump's words in order to say that he told them to do it when he didn't say that. So we see the trickery and how many people is falling behind this nonsense is the question we're asking. Because we see Donald J. Trump said on Saturday, if he doesn't win, you know what I'm saying, so and so and so. But that's something that you're saying. You're not explaining what he means when he says that. What is he really talking about? The Republican presidential candidate speaking to supporters in Ohio made a claim after repeating his baseless assertion. No, it's not baseless. It is true. You can take it for whatever the fuck you want to. You end up in a nuclear war. That the 2020 election defeat, he wasn't defeated. He won. But y'all just want the world to think that he lost. So you censor the media using Mark Zuckerberg, CNN News, NSBC, and all types of other fucking newscasts that is controlled by you. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me that bullshit. I didn't hear no rappers out there talking anything about Trump. I didn't even hear them talking about anything to do with the pandemic or the V juice. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we see, you know what I'm saying, the president, creepy ass pedophilia, Baphomet worshiping, the fraternal order of the holy school that he came out of was the result of the election fraud. Yes, it was. He was a part of the election fraud. During the outdoor speech that was whipped, whipped by strong winds and what punctuated by some profane language, you full of fuckery. You know what I'm saying? He should curse at your fucking ass. And we all should curse y'all the fuck out for what you did to the American people. Meanwhile, you're talking about $8.9 billion, $1.9 trillion, 8 point something trillion. You're sending 8 trillion over there to Netanyahu invading crooked crackhead ass, and you send it to every one of our enemies that you exacerbating and killing and murdering, and you're supporting it with the American people money, talking about 8 trillion this and 8 trillion that. You're even supporting a nuclear war with our money. So we're paying for our own debt. What's that, unconscious suicide? Suicidal side or whatever? I don't know. But, you know what I'm saying? When we look at it, you know what I'm saying, and talking about the profane language, Trump predict that if he doesn't win, you know what I'm saying, November 5th general election, American democracy will come to an end. Yes, it will. This is what the demon Democrats are planning for you and have been planning for you. You know what I'm saying? Because Trump even told us years ago when we were younger that they're pumping millions of dollars into NATO, millions and millions and millions of dollars into NATO to create this one world order, you know what I'm saying, nation alliance to overthrow the world and put us in a slavish one world order. You know what I'm saying? And treat us like cattle. You know what I'm saying? If we don't win this election, I don't think you're going to have another election in this country. And he is right. You would not have another election in this country. Trump said. Trump, who is under criminal, no, he's not. Trump, who is accused and charged by these beasts falsely, you know what I'm saying, under criminal indictment in Georgia for trying to overturn something that they had already overturned and cheated. The demon Democrats. Get out of my fucking fees. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The results of the 2020 election. Because you cheated. I would have want to overturn your motherfucking ass upside down and shake the change out your pocket too. There is this election there. This week won enough delegates to mathematically clinch the Republican nomination. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Now you need to do the same and hurry up and make sure that this do happen. Because I'm telling you, in the long run, if you're not paying attention, you're going to end up in the wrong place. So this is point blank saying, be warned that what you ask for is what you're going to get. This is point blank saying, farewell. One, we will meet again.